Everyone. Today we are going to solve one of the most important interview question, the two sums problem. This problem is the most important. It matters so much because the number one reason is it is the interviewer's favorite question. Every fresher will have to face this question in the interview, and this is the base for solving many other problems like three sum, four sum, subarray problems, even pair finding problems in arrays. So solving two-sum problem alone is not going to get you a job, but this is a very good start for your placement preparation. Fine, let's move on. This is your question. Given an array of integers nums and an integer target, return indices of the two numbers such that they add up to the target. There is an example also given. Look, the array is 2, 7, 11, 15. The target is 9. So we need to check which two numbers add up to the target, and we need to print or display the indices of those data items. So the problem statement is very clear. Given an array and a target, you need to find two indices such that their sum equals the target. So that is the problem statement here. So let us solve now. So this two sums problem can be solved in two approaches. One is the brute force approach, which we are going to look in this presentation. Right. So this is the solution for approach 1. Look at the solution. I have an array called nums which holds 2, 7, 11, 15, and my target is 9. Obviously n is equal to 4. I'm calling the function toSum. Right? Move on to the function. Fine. So the function has two for loops. One says int I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. A nested loop says for int j equal to I plus 1, j less than n, j plus plus, the core part of the logic. Look, I am checking if nums of I plus nums of j is equal to target. So if it is equal, I am printing the indices. Else, I am repeating. In simpler terms, I am checking every pair. So loop 1 picks the element, loop 2 compares with the rest. If sum matches, I am returning the indices. Right? So this is a simpler solution. For I equal to 0, yes, 0 is less than 4, yes, because n is equal to 4. J equal to 1, yes, 1 is less than 4, yes. Nums of I plus nums of j. So what is nums of I? It is 2 plus nums of j, it is 7. So 2 plus 7 is equal to my target 9. Yes, so I am printing the indices of 2, 7, which is nothing but 0, 1. That's it. I have solved. So what is the time complexity? We have already seen the time complexity calculations. I appreciate and request everyone to look into my previous presentations. The time complexity is order of n squared. So this may not be efficient for larger inputs. If my n is large, for large inputs, this brute forced approach, whose time complexity is order of n squared, might not be efficient always. So I have another solution which I call approach 2, and approach 2 will use hashing. Stay connected. In the next video, we'll solve the same two-sum problem using approach 2, which is hashing. Happy learning. Any doubts? Post it in the comment section. I'll be happy to explain.